Ladies and gentlemen, this is former WCW and TNA ring announcer David Penzer, also author of Sitting Ringside Volume 1, and you are watching and listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast.
TNA Wrestling, Cross the Line.
And we're back with episode 366 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Colling Jr., and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. In Dallas, we are coming off of TNA Slammiversary 2008, where quite a bit transpired. We have no new TNA World Champion because Samoa Joe retained the strap. Awesome Kong is still a jerk. LAX, strap him up, still champs. And then AJ and Kurt was a match. It was pretty good. It was okay. AJ beat him up. And now we're going into Impact as we head towards Victory Road, which is in July. I don't remember the date, but it is there because it happened 18 years ago.
July 13th.
July 13th. But as we head into Victory Road, it became pretty clear, because it is in Houston, and I think the TV has kind of led us to believe, that we may be heading towards a Samoa Joe Booker T program, which would make sense for the Houston market. Now, before we get into this week's episode of Impact, Dallas is going to go through the report from Mr. Meltzer, so it'll be interesting to see what he says about certain things. But Dallas, I believe that, I don't know if it's on this week's Impact, but probably sometime soon, Kaz is going to be challenging for the TNA World title because last week on Impact, he won the X Division King of the Mountain match. And although he lost to Petey Williams in Slammiversary, he's still the number one contender. So Dallas, how are we feeling coming out of Slammiversary as we now go towards Victory Road in Houston?
Slammiversary was pretty dang good, if I remember correctly. I believe we both enjoyed the show. As far as Cash challenging for the title, he's going to give us a good match, but he's not going to win it as par for the course with Kazarian in big matches on Impact. I do want to say I believe they did mention on the pay-per-view that he is fighting for it today. And I totally forgot about that until you mentioned it. But I do believe it was mentioned. So I think we know that we have a world title match. Which means if he wins it, that we will potentially see a Kaz versus Booker T main event at Victory Road in Houston.
Right.
Doesn't have the same ring as Samoa Joe versus Booker T, but
yeah, because that's not going to happen.
Right. So, unfortunately, it'll be a good match, but he is not going to be strapped up anytime soon. So, it's fine. But I always feel good coming off of these big pay-per-views, but it's also the curiosity of where are we going to go next? What's the next big plan? And I believe, let me double check again before I say it out loud, but I'm pretty positive, yes, we have 5 episodes of Impact before Victory Road. So it's kind of a slightly longer stretch than our normal 4 Impact rotation.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see how this all develops. Pretty cool stuff. Before we get directly into all of the pay-per-view reporting, I just want to make a quick note because it's the only other side note of, and I scrolled up too high, the Impact before Slammiversary on June 5th drew its lowest rating of the year with a 0.86 rating and a 1.1 million viewers, going up against the NBA Finals, so that's why. The show did a 0.52 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.74 in males 35 to 49. So pretty low. I do actually have the breakdowns. I don't know if we want to. If it's 2 shows ago at this point, do you want me to go through our breakdown segment by segment?
I mean, you don't. I mean, you can if you want to. However, I want to point out. So that show was what what's today? The 12th. So the 5th. So that was game 1. June 5th was game 1 of the NBA Finals, and I like to do this type of stuff because when you mention football, I like to see the games. This series is probably justifiable for that ratings going down because it is a huge rivalry between the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh,
so that would explain that.
So Dave's a big sports guy too because he said it was the finals. So
yeah, it was the NBA Finals.
So it's game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, it's a best of 7.
I literally did not know that.
Yeah. You were about to make fun of Meltzer for saying it was the finals but it is. I mean, it's just game 1 of the of 7.
Yeah, I was because I would have literally never known that. Although that wouldn't be too far off for him to make a mistake like that either, because he does often.
Yeah. And you're just a bully. But let's see here. I think that. Here we go. That means that. So this show on June 12th is going up against Game 4.
Oh boy.
So I think that context is pretty important.
I would say that's very important because I don't know if it is mentioned on the next breakdown. But here, you know what? For fun, I'm just going to give you the ratings breakdown because I have it in front of me and it's kind of fun.
Okay.
And I guess it'll remind us what happened on Impact since sometimes they don't continue that from the pay-per-view. So anyways, segment by segment, ODB and Velvet Sky gained 13,000 viewers. He said, here's an important one. A quarter featuring Jay Lethal's wedding backstage. Eric Young at Graceland and a Sting taped interview lost 128,000 viewers and did a 0.7 quarter, the lowest rated quarter for TNA that I can recall in more than a year. The King of the Mountain X Division match gained 64,000 viewers. Awesome Kong vs. Daphne gained, this is crazy, 320,000 viewers.
Oh my God.
Which is probably one of the biggest growth periods for a TNA quarter of the year. Dave says, I hated it first week, but there's something different enough about it that it worked for the last 2 weeks. I think he's talking about the $25,000 challenge there.
Yeah.
The Abyss promo, Joe Nash confrontation, and more bachelor party segment gained 26,000 viewers. Kip James and James Storm and Lance Hoyt versus LAX and Matt Morgan, plus a Steiner and Williams promo in the Kurt and Karen face-off lost 154,000 viewers. Kurt and Karen may be a turn-off segment. There, it's kind of being noted. And Styles versus Tomko main event gained 26,000 viewers and finished at a 0.92. So it's actually a pretty interesting breakdown. That Kong Daphne growth is insane.
I mean, it is. I also wonder though if there was potential interest seeing Daphne, a former WCW wrestler.
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
I mean, that had to have probably helped.
I mean, I was excited to see her. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's that time. Let's start talking about some Slammiversary stuff, and then we're gonna be getting right into the show. There is no other pre-show notes. I have a bit of a lead up here that includes some very unfortunate news that we'll discuss, and then we will compare our star ratings to Dave Meltzer's. I have ours pulled up over here on the side somewhere, right here.
Yeah, good, because I don't remember.
That's good, because I literally would not be able to try to remember if I did not have them. So, okay. Now, this is from the June 18th, 2008 Observer, in case you want to go back and read it more in depth or anything. The good news is that TNA's booking has done a good job of building a confrontation that is leading to a world title match. He says, I don't know if it's bad news, but that match is Samoa Joe versus Kevin Nash. When it will take place is unknown, but the company's major show of the year is Bound for Glory. Me and Bob have been talking about this extensively. Every time they're on screen, we talk about this idea for the build. So
I'm glad that we're not really misreading it. So
yeah,
18 years ago, even Meltzer is saying that appears to be where they're going.
And they're doing a good job building it.
Right.
So,
No, right.
yeah. Now, that is going to be the company's Chicago debut on October 12th at the Sears Center. They've been wanting to do a pay-per-view in Chicago for a year. That's a long time to hold off because the match is almost as ready as it'll ever be. And now, of course, the next pay-per-view on July 13th in Houston. Well, didn't I just say 14th earlier, or did I say 13th?
I think it's the 13th.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm not misreading anything. It's Victory Road. And as we are also assuming, Booker versus Joe. Which Booker T is, by the way, is a heel right now, but you would expect for him to be wildly cheered because it's where he's from. And it's probably going to end up being a pretty top draw of the show. It's also going to include the World X Cup Finals, which at last word is going to be 2 different multi-person gimmick matches. I believe we're going to talk more about World X Cup during the show today, so because that's going to be a rumor is starting today, so we'll see. Now at this point, if it can move the buy rate, worrying about whether a Nash match will be the usual Joe quality match is a minor point. But I don't know that that dynamic will work, although it's not like there are any other good ideas to move the needle. Right now, TNA is in a real quandary. The wrestling on pay-per-views is usually good. The skits are a mixed bag, but of late, there's more bad than good. Very little gets over on television. The ratings drop is partially seasonal, but I really sense that they've hurt themselves of late. Based on our feedback, Slammiversary on June 8th at the DeSoto Coliseum in South Haven, Missouri, which is right outside of Memphis. We're saying it's Memphis on pretty much everything. Looks to have bottomed out as far as they continue to not be able to convert TV viewers to buy the pay-per-views. And remind me, Bob, I will also say the thumbs up, thumbs down thing before the matches. Now, unfortunately, there was actually a tragedy after the show, as one man was killed and another was injured seriously as they were breaking down after the show. Kevin Sinex, Sinex, a crew member brought in from Orlando, was working on breaking down a metal backdrop and taking down the lights about 25 to 30 feet off the ground when the scaffolding collapsed and he was killed. A second worker from the Memphis area, Paul Martin, lost his thumb in the accident. There's a quote here. He was standing on some kind of beam taking down the lights when the beam collapsed, said DeSoto County coroner Jeff Pounders to the Memphis Commercial Appeal. Now, the accident took place about 11:20 p.m., some 25 minutes or so after the pay-per-view ended. Almost everyone had left, but there were maybe 5 wrestlers left, and they heard a large crash. When going to the scene, it looked terrible, with a lot of blood everywhere and people attempting to revive him. He was 45 at the time, though through both CPR and shocking, with like the pads. But it appeared that there was no way that he could be saved. He was rushed to the hospital where they could not revive him. Now, at this point, Dixie Carter had already left for the UK, because we'll talk about that next week, but they're starting their UK tour. Because she was doing advanced work on this week's tour. So she did not make any statement, but it left the crew extremely depressed going into television the next 2 days, which kind of shouldn't be a surprise.
Right.
So that is very sad news. I did not know this happened, so I was quite surprised when I was reading this. The paid attendance for the show was only about 2,000. Which Dave says doesn't surprise him because, as we've mentioned before, Hulk Hogan only drew about 2,200 paid in Memphis last year, which should have been a warning sign about the city. Even more disappointing is that the way the crowd came across on television after the lockdown show in Lowell was such a big success. We had mixed reports on the live show, with some saying the crowd wasn't that bad live as compared to how it came across on TV, but those internally said the crowd, both in size, response, and overall look, was a big letdown after the last show made people think that they had turned a corner. It was noted ahead of time when the advance was bad that the reason they went to Memphis was because it was their top-rated TV market in the country, but ratings in Memphis don't equal drawing big crowds. They were down 22% from last month in response and pretty much at bottoming out level numbers.
You know, that's a very interesting point that you've said about that, because I think even back when Memphis had territory wrestling and they had their show on, what I can't remember the station, but I mean they would get huge numbers. I mean huge numbers, even in the dying days of the company,
Hmm.
when like the peak of it fell off. So I'm like 94, 95, 96. They would still get huge ratings, but people would not go to the shows. They would just watch it on TV.
That's fascinating.
So like the Mid-South Coliseum, I don't know what the sellout number is, but let's say like 10,000. I mean, in 94, 95, 96 and stuff like that, even really before then, even in the late 80s and earlier 90s, let's say if you can fit 10, 15,000 people in there, they're drawing 1,300 fans. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that on TV, they were getting millions and millions of people watching the shows.
That's like so fascinating.
Like they just would not go.
I wonder why, especially historically in this city. That's so interesting.
So, I mean, from the time that I'm referencing, a lot of it's contributed to the Monday Night Wars when that starts in '95. So, and they had their shows on Monday, Monday nights. So then they had to shift it to Wednesdays, and that was an issue. And also, I guess the Coliseum had kind of a high crime rate area, so it might not have been the safest of areas.
Very interesting. He goes on to say just a couple more points before we get into the full breakdown here. That on the show, the non-wrestling stuff died. The Jay Lethal Sonjay Dutt wedding came off so minor league and seemed to kill the live crowd to a point that it took Kurt Angle and AJ Styles a long time to get them back. Part of the problem is that when you have a crowd that thinks you are the cool alternative, every silly gimmick works, but this crowd didn't see things that way. He also notes that he says the condition of Kurt Angle was scary. Kurt Angle's arms looked tiny. He looked like he had he's had a look that scared me, is what Dave says, because he was going to have a good match no matter what, but he had a vacant tunnel vision look in his eyes that a lot of fans could even sense. At one point, when AJ Styles did a dive over the top rope and landed with his leg right on Kurt's neck, and then Kurt's head hit the concrete, I was afraid of serious injury. Now, I guess sort of a spoiler here, but Kurt Angle works the next day, but he does need more time off, Dave says, and that's a pretty good point. He took barely a month off after injuring his neck. The worst part is that in the last 2 months, when mirrored in the repetitive, Jesus Christ, and currently I can't speak. And currently planned never-ending feud with his wife. Nobody had lost more steam than Angle. A major long-term program, and perhaps the payoff will be worth it, but thus far it's presenting him in a way that means no money. And then finally, I think the biggest interesting missing piece from the show was that Sting wasn't at the show at all, nor was he advertised. But the original plans were that the TV video package that we've been seeing, the interviews like tonight, would lead to him making a major interview on the show. The packages ended up with him teasing that retirement may be around the corner, with references to Ric Flair and Brett Favre. With nothing concrete decided, there was nothing to hype that he would reveal, and with no match, they had no reason for him to be on the show. Which is a fair point.
Yeah, I have him there if you're not going to use him.
Right. Well, with that all being said, before we get into these match breakdowns, as noted already, me and Bob like the show. And from hearing that breakdown, the little tease there, Bob, what do you think the readers of the Wrestling Observer newsletter thought? Did they give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a thumbs in the middle?
I mean, I would hope that they are giving it a thumbs up. I'm going to say that 87% of the fans said thumbs up.
Well, you're a little off, but it was a majority thumbs up. It was 61% of them, and that's about 47 votes. We had 23 votes in the middle, or 29.9%, and only 7 votes, or 9.1%, were thumbs down. So, I mean, overwhelmingly, I would say pretty positive. The middle, obviously, if the rest of the show's positive, that's a fairly positive middle reaction, most likely.
Yeah.
As far as the best match on the show, what do you think I voted on for that?
Kurt and AJ.
Yeah, it is kind of blown away here. 51 votes at Kurt and AJ. In second place is Petey Williams versus Kaz with 15 votes, and the King of the Mountain was in third with 11. As far as the worst match, you think I voted for that?
The 6 knockout tag team match.
That was actually second with 8 votes.
The Awesome Kong segment.
It was, in fact, the Awesome Kong.
See, I almost didn't treat that like a match though, because
I know. It's an interesting kind of thing, and actually, it's funny you say that because as we break it down here, I don't think Dave rates it. So there you go. Yeah. And that got 42 votes, by the way. So there is your breakdown for that. Okay, let's get into the matches in the show, and then we will compare and see how we relate to Dave Meltzer. Okay, there was no notes about the dark match that took place, so I'm just gonna kind of skip over that. He literally does not say anything, but it was a Machine Guns defeating Rock and Rave. But yeah. Petey Williams retained the X Division title, defeating Kaz in 15 minutes and 19 seconds. Scott Steiner and Raka Khan were at ringside. Williams had the face guard to protect his broken orbital bone, and he wore kind of the same one that Scott Steiner did back in the day as well, which was fun. Yeah. Kaz had a left arm injury, and early it looked like this would slow down the match, and that's why his elbow was taped up so good, as I think I called that out. The crowd was quiet early, but once things got going, they had a strong opener. The finish saw Kaz use a flying kick to Steiner, but that gave Williams the chance to take advantage with a Canadian Destroyer for the pin. The post-match saw Steiner beat on Kaz, saying that Kaz didn't deserve a title shot, that he was getting an Impact, so there's where they mentioned that. Abyss then made his return, came out in his new outfit dressed like a guy from the mental ward, and his new gimmick is that he's been institutionalized. I mean, we've been seeing the videos, so it's not very surprising. The name Park was on the back, because, that's his government name. Abyss gave Steiner, Williams, and Khan all the Black Hole Slam, and then carried Kaz to the back. To me, Dave says the new costuming of Abyss is a real negative, as he comes across like the most low-rent indie monster man costume gimmick.
Yep, 100% agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best look. He gives this match, the opening match, 3.5 stars, and me and Bob both also gave it 3.5 stars.
So, this is under my brain, and it's probably a really deep cut, but so his attire and stuff reminds me of a independent wrestler for Northeast Wrestling. His name is Michael Sain, Sain. Now, he doesn't wear like a white suit like Abyss does. It's more like a black, sometimes maybe even dark blue, and his eyes really different colors, and he's obviously like insane, but he's Michael Sain. Yeah, so I mean that's a deep cut that probably nobody knows who I'm talking about, because in 2008, yeah, I mean he's wrestling for Northeast Wrestling a few times, I guess. He had a couple matches with Jerry Lawler.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
It's
the attire, not him physically.
Yeah. No, like that attire.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, no, I can see that for sure. He kind of looks like one of my old friends. It's kind of interesting. Oh, that's a fun callback. That, like you said, I had no idea who that guy was. So
it's a deep cut. No one's gonna know that.
I like it. Okay, the next match, Gail Kim, ODB, and Roxy defeated Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, and Moose, who's Mickey Knuckles, not former heavyweight champion Moose. In 10 minutes, 14 seconds, Moose had debuted on TV as Mickey Knuckles, which isn't fully true.
That's not, no.
Because they never said her name. Yeah.
Right.
But as he goes on to say, which is probably the more accurate part of this, TNA probably wanted her to either sign the rights over for that name, or Creative just came up with a name. So there you go. Mike Tenay said that she didn't want to be known as Mickey Knuckles, and then her ring outfit had Mickey on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she didn't even have gear made for it, so that's cool.
She had her name Mickey, and then there was knuckles, like brass knuckles, on the gear.
Yeah.
Wrestlers, man. I'm telling you.
Silly.
They don't think.
This reminds me, this is a random side note, but still TNA related. On the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers were laughing about the fact that on TNA, the system kicked out Moose, and then for many weeks after, Moose was still wearing his system ring gear.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
And then Moose got very angry about this and said, I can wear whatever the fuck I want.
Really?
He was on Twitter and was like, fuck that. Like, and he's friends with him, but it's still, he probably gonna get really pissed. But it's, I didn't know if I caught up on, like, paid attention to it, but hey, you got kicked out of the group. Why are you wearing the gear still?
Right. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's almost like he's in denial.
That's probably it. Anyways, continuing with the match, they mostly worked over Kim's left knee before she hot tagged ODB, who pinned Moose after a power slam. Solid match, but not at the level of most TNA's women's matches that get time. He gives this match 2.5 stars. I gave it 1.5, and Bob gave it 1.
He gave it 2.5.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, but next up, LAX retained the tag titles, defeating Team 3D in 15 minutes. They actually made a joke out of Brother Ray's weight, saying that he was recently 275 pounds because they did the gimmick where he weighed in a few times at 275. Don West was sarcastically saying that he hadn't seen 275 since high school, basically burying their own bad storyline. He says this was a standard good match. The finish saw Homicide use a frog splash on Brother Ray, but Brother Devon pulled referee Andrew Thomas out of the ring. Homicide went for the tope on Devon, who then moved and he splatted on the floor. Brother Ray gave Hernandez a low blow, and then they set up the 3D on him, but Homicide snuck back in the ring and schoolboyed Brother Ray for the pin. He gives this match 2 3/4 stars, and me and Bob both gave it 2 stars. Next up, it was the Awesome Kong $25,000 challenge against the fans, quote fans. The first fan is a name that a lot of people do know, and that is Serena Deeb of Corinth, Missouri, a town outside of Memphis. Serena Deeb is actually a Shimmer wrestler who has worked OVW for a long time. She had a certain girl next door charisma in OVW, as she and ODB were usually the two most over women in the promotion. More than all of the, quote, beautiful people that WWE had stationed there. The other was Josie Robinson from Memphis, who's actually a regular with Harley Race's World League Wrestling. Deeb was billed as an MMA fighter and then proceeded to work nothing like an MMA fighter. She took her beating like a pro, including a giant swing into the guardrail before being finished off with the implant buster in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Then Robinson got the jump on Kong, and people got into it. Kong took her gloves off and nailed Robinson with a spinning back fist and pinned her in 1 minute 42 seconds with a powerbomb. Then, after all of that, Eric Young came out with the Elvis impersonator who looked absolutely nothing like Elvis. And I looked this up during the show, but it was Nigel Sherrod, who is a Georgia indie guy. I don't know. After all that time spent on TV building up Elvis being there, and this is what they got. I mean, this was a major WrestleCrap bad, Dave says. Kong gave him the awesome bomb as well. As I noted, he did not rate this match. Me and Bob combined our ratings for these two. I gave it 2 3/4, and Bob gave it 2.5 because it was incredibly entertaining watching her beat the crap out of these two girls.
Yep, I agree.
And Bob's favorite segment was up next. And Dave says, it went from bad to worse with the wedding. First, we had the groomsmen come out. Ace Young came out to very little reaction except a few scattered boos. At least these people knew him. Kamala came out to no reaction at all. Jake Roberts came out. He got a huge reaction. He's very heavy, looking 300 pounds plus, and moved very slowly, and looked twice the size of everyone out there, he says. I can't figure out what happened to Kamala because he looked 6 inches shorter than I remember him. I thought that was kind of funny. I never would look at someone on TV and be like, wow, they look 6 inches shorter.
Well, this is before his legs got amputated.
I almost did say that joke as well, but I didn't.
It's not a joke. It's real. I mean, that didn't happen.
Well, I know, but Coco Beware came out with the latest Frankie. He got a small reaction. Then George Steele came out, and he got no reaction as well. He started staring at Val because 20 plus years ago he did the gimmick where he had the hots for Elizabeth, who Val is essentially portraying.
Right.
Then Sonjay Dutt came out. Can you believe that they had could have at least had all their women dressed up as bridesmaids and didn't do it? No bridesmaids at all. Lethal came out dressed like Randy Savage did in the 1991 wedding with Elizabeth. Fans so didn't buy this. When the preacher asked to speak now or forever hold your peace, the fans started screaming. Sonjay Dutt then tried to stop the wedding, saying that he loved Val and that she should marry him. She started crying. Dutt attacked Lethal with part of the setup of the ceremony. Dutt laid out Ace Young and then brawled with Kamala and Coco Beware until Jake Roberts pulled out a snake and Kamala got spooked. Steele then climbed into the ring and ate the turnbuckle. In Memphis, it was the local wrestling and local stars who are their nostalgia, not the WWF from the 80s. Dave says, I figured that this would be a problem, but the real problem was that this was just bad in every way. I don't think people want wrestling to be a spoof of wrestling. Well, at least these people did not.
Right.
So,
I feel like I enjoyed it, didn't I?
I feel like it was. I think we were having fun with it because I think the cringiness of like these old guys out there. And I think the Sonjay Lethal confrontation that we've been kind of building toward was kind of worth it. And like he officially turned on him. So I think there is positives there. I think Dave is mostly shitting on the fact that they're using the WWF guys instead of like random Memphis guys that no one on pay-per-view is going to know anyways.
Yeah, but like, okay, there's number one. The wedding was, I feel like, enjoyable. Like whatever it was, it didn't go on forever because like you and I were both afraid that it was going to take like a half hour. Just from
that's
the
what we were. We were very concerned on how long it was going to drag out, and that it did not do.
Yeah, and then I mean, like they used Jake, they used Kamala, Coco, and Steele, and again, like I guess what you're saying in terms of like the audience knowing Kamala and Coco Beware because of Memphis. I mean, these guys are known from peak '80s wrestling.
That's what I kind of like. He's like making it seem like no one cares about him, but because it's not Jackie Fargo. But I just don't know if that's the case either.
I don't.
I mean, I can't remember honestly the pop that each of these guys got coming out, but it's not like it was a surprise. We knew they were coming too. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was fine. I think he's being a little negative on it. It was not. It did not come across minor league to me.
And that's Dave Meltzer for you. Next up, it's the second to last match. This is actually like match wise a fairly short card. There's only 6 like actual matches. AJ Styles pinned Kurt Angle in 22 minutes 44 seconds. Tomko tried to interfere, so Earl Hebner ended up throwing him out of the match. Styles ended up trying the Styles Clash, but Angle reversed it into the ankle lock. Styles escaped. Karen Angle then came out with a chair, and they teased her giving the chair to Kurt and double-crossing Styles. But Kurt grabbed the chair, and she wouldn't let go. Even in his condition, that was a stretch, thinking that Kurt couldn't win tug-of-war with a chair with Karen. Styles then jumped into a sunset flip on Angle and turned into a Styles Clash for the pin. The crowd was flat for the first half of the match, and I think that it was a combination of the wedding segment being so bad and Angle just looking out of it, so it didn't connect with the crowd. But they had the crowd strong at the end. He gives this match 3 3/4 stars. I gave it 3 stars, and Bob gave it 3 1/4.
Now, here's the thing. Kurt has changed so much physically that is it unrealistic to think that he couldn't win a tug of war with Karen?
Yeah, and also he was probably 20 minutes into a match at that point.
And that's another thing, right?
That's like a nothing thing to me. I don't care.
Yeah. And then the other point is, I did not like that Karen was teasing the turn on Kurt.
Yeah.
Because of everything that's happened on TV. There's why on earth would she do that? Even teasing it. And then it makes Kurt look like a fucking moron. to think that after everything that he's done, and I understand that he's a heel and he's delusional to think that he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that part it would make him look like an idiot, but I almost feel like that was the point.
Yeah, I guess, but
that was more the point than anything.
In terms of for the match, though, it's just like
it wasn't needed.
It wasn't needed at all.
They've been doing plenty of segments on TV with it. I don't think we needed to play into it even more on the and for the payoff match, but
right.
And that brings us to the main event, and also our final note before we kick off the show. And it was Samoa Joe retaining the TNA World Heavyweight title in the King of the Mountain match in 19 minutes 49 seconds over Booker T, Christian Cage, Rhino, and Robert Roode. The finish of this match saw Booker T grab the belt, hit Nash, Rhino, Joe, Roode, and Christian Cage. Then he was climbing when Nash came in and powerbound Booker off the ladder. This was the spot to give Booker the valid complaint that he had the match won if it wasn't for Nash. So that's kind of where they're going to use to play into the potential world title match. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a segment like that on the show. Roode then ended up climbing, but Joe gave him the jumping kick, and then the muscle buster to pin him and finally made him eligible. It took him, how long did the match go? 19 minutes. It took him 18 minutes to become eligible, the champion. I didn't like that part. Well, eligible right at the end, and then he just runs up and does it. But
well, here's the thing. I mean, it can cast the doubt.
I know.
Of can this guy do it? Can he win?
I don't know if I was buying it though. It got I think too far in the match for me to buy it. He's not going to get eligible. So anyways, after he got eligible, Joe got the belt and climbed the ladder to win. Good match. The only problem is that the TV King of the Mountain match that aired a few days earlier was actually better, he says. He gives this match 3.5 stars, and me and Bob both gave this match 3 stars.
Okay, so Dave literally rated most everything higher than we did.
Yeah, normally that is not the case. It's pretty interesting.
And we thought it was a good show, and he's saying was he saying not good?
I feel like he's acting like it was like a middle of the road show. Like it wasn't that good.
What are we doing? There's at least a couple of matches on there that are 3.5 stars. Or not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting.
What the hell does the guy want?
He's got, I'm looking again here, 3 matches that are 3.5 or higher.
Yeah. And what are we doing?
Out of 6 real matches.
Yeah.
I say real, but I mean, even the Awesome Kong one counts in that. So,
right.
That's more than half the show.
Yeah, he's a silly guy sometimes.
He really is. Yeah, that was Slammiversary. That is in our rear view now, and we are marching forward to cover Impact. During today's show, I don't have a lot of notes to discuss, so it's gonna be pretty chill. We're gonna get to enjoy this show and the beginning of the build toward Victory Road.
Well, let's get into it. It is June 12th, 2008. The approximate runtime for our version is 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 49 seconds. If you want to watch along with us, head over to the TNA Plus app, or if you have your own personal collection, I should do it as well. I'm going to count down from 3, and when I say play, that is when the watch along begins. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
And then, unfortunately, we have that dedication. Well, not unfortunately we have it, but unfortunately we have to do the dedication for the guy who died, Kevin Sinnix.
Unfortunately, we're acknowledging the tragic death.
No, it's sad that we are. It's unfortunate we have to do it.
Right. Unfortunately, that guy had to die.
It's very sad. And of course, we're probably going to go, right into Slammiversary stuff. So I'm going to tell you about some dark matches, Bob, that were taped on this show, and I don't know where they air. So I'm just going to tell you about them. And if they pop up magically for us somewhere, then we'll find out. Petey Williams and Sonjay Dutt defeated Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino. And Curryman and Eric Young and Shark Boy defeated Johnny Devine, Robert Roode, and James Storm.
Whoa.
Kind of random.
Devine's taking the pin on that one.
Yeah, right. I mean, come on. Yeah, and I'm like, it's such a weird... There's such weird matches. I'm like, looking again.
I put a hit out on my wife. What is this, like a Maury Povich episode title?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to kill my wife. That's crazy.
That's a crazy title for the show.
So nuts.
What?
I'm trying to kill my wife. All right, bye. See you. Wait, what? Excuse me?
Oh, Bob, I have made a mistake. Those dark matches were actually on next week's episode.
Is it really?
They're the dark matches from that one, is what I should say.
Oh, so they're not.
They don't air. No, but they didn't. They weren't taped on the 9th. They're taped on the 10th.
Yeah, it looks like we are getting Samoa Joe and Kaz tonight. Oh, Kaz is starting off the show. Is it a promo or is it the match? It's a contest. So we're starting off with the TNA World Title match.
Okay.
Now here's one thing. Okay. As a viewer, as a guy that just watched Slammiversary, he lost to Petey Williams.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to think that Kaz can beat Samoa Joe?
I'd like it a lot better if he won against Petey, has the title, and then it's almost like, hey, I just got this title. I got a lot of momentum.
Orlando is excited for Kaz.
I think they really like him.
See, now this is dangerous because if you job him out, it's like the Lance Hoyt thing. Like if you have him lose too many times,
yeah,
it ruins
the
push. It ruins the pop.
As Samoa Joe is making his way to the ring, I will note, I don't have this in my notes, but on Cage Match, they do list a dark mixed tag team match before this match happens, where Christy Hemme and Lance Hoyt defeated Eric Young and Roxy. We're all over the place with these dark matches. I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't know what's actually for explosions. It's very confusing. Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As Samoa Joe hands the title to Earl Hebner. Now, in big world title matches, we get those boxing intros that you just love so much.
I hate those.
But the fact that they don't do them for this match with Kaz and Samoa Joe, does it make it feel less than? Since they usually do them.
I don't care. A boxing entrance does not make a match for me in wrestling seem like it's a bigger deal.
Well, I feel like that's what they go for. So
yeah,
presentation-wise, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
They suck. I don't like it. Also, it's important to know that they're wearing black armbands, likely for the remembrance of the production guy's death.
That's a great call out. I was also just going to call out that Kaz has one of the best hands I've ever seen him have.
Right. So I'm thinking that he found this out and he said, I'm not going to sting myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get a tan because this could be my Starrcade 97.
I mean, he's like incredibly tan, and Samoa Joe is looking quite pasty compared to him. And normally, I feel like Samoa Joe doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, Kaz is looking pretty good.
Oh, look who's watching in the back. It's big, sexy Kevin Nash.
He's watching television normally on a very small monitor.
He's a little hunched over, but at least he's facing the right way. Samoa Joe dropping the knee on Kaz. Going for the cover. Yeah, he wasn't going to get it there. Oh, you can go to the website and figure out how you can watch a replay of the historic King of the Mountain. Well, cool. My notes are not loading on my my side screen, so that's going to be annoying.
That's unfortunate. What a clothesline by Samoa Joe. 1, 2, nothing. Oh, crucifix.
Kaz getting a near fall. He almost just beat the champion. We could literally leave the June 12th, 2008 episode with a new champion to start the show.
Yeah. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I think that Samoa Joe should have his female companion return. Come out, give him the assist with the crutch that he used to use, and that she now has to use even years later because Kurt Angle snapped her ankle. Oh. Swinging neckbreaker by Kazarian. The crowd is wicked hot during this, which is good. And we'll see how loud they are after their, apparently, one of their favorites, Kaz, loses.
You don't know that.
I'm like, I'd put a lot of money on it.
That's mean. That's really mean.
We should start making bets on these, even though you've seen all of these shows. We'll start making money bets on them.
Yeah, but I forget.
We could do it on the pay-per-views.
Yeah, I forget a lot.
We could do $5 a match. Winner buys pizza.
No, because you know what? The last time I made a bet with you on this show, you've literally never paid up on it.
That's literally such bullshit, dude. I literally...
And you know exactly what I'm talking about, so that means that you're guilty of it.
No, because you twisted the words of it. You were like, oh, Chipotle for my entire life. No.
Yeah.
I said I would buy you Chipotle once if they broke the table, and then we went literally 7 years, and they never broke it.
I said that if they break the announce table at any point during the time of our podcast,
that is not what was said.
That you would owe me Chipotle once a day for the rest of my life, and you said, "Yeah, okay." Now go back in the archives. That is a verbal agreement, and you have not delivered any of it.
You know, that's making me seem like a liar, and I'm not that.
It's like, what, $14 a day? That's not even that much.
First off, your body could not handle you eating that every day.
Chipotle? It's chicken.
You'd be dead, dude.
No. If anything, Chipotle is one thing I could eat and not have to worry about it. I like Chipotle. I haven't had Chipotle in a long time.
I'm having Chipotle tomorrow.
Because I was waiting for Dallas to properly pay his bet. But
Kaz dropkicks Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
After he ducked the clothesline.
Sidestep it. What a politician. I just ignore it. It didn't happen. It's fucked up. See, now I'm pissed.
Me too.
You have no reason to be mad. I have every reason to be mad. You should have just bought me Chipotle every day for a year.
Oh,
a year. I would have sold for a year.
A year. Oh, the Muscle Buster.
He's gonna counter.
Oh, Kaz slips out. Wave of the future. Good night. That could be it. 1, 2.
Dallas owes me $5.
Oh, God.
I thought you were gonna owe me $5.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
What? What happened?
I just can't believe that happened. What just happened right there? I just would have never expected.
You know, with Kaz having such a great tan and stuff, it would be hilarious if they put an entire bodysuit and a mask on him.
Oh. Well, here's the Muscle Buster for you, Bob. Boom, there you go.
It's over. He's not kicking out of that.
I mean, solid opening match.
That's fine. Yeah, that was good.
The crowd was not sad. I was kind of anticipating them to be a little upset about it, but they weren't.
It's Samoa Joe. They like Samoa Joe. Who's that?
Oh,
here comes
boy.
Booker.
We're going to stay on to this, but we're going to go to commercial quick.
I like the idea that they go to commercial for 3 minutes and Booker T is still standing there, just hasn't said a word.
Yeah. Look, we're seeing one of those cross-line video hype-up things, but it's for AJ Styles this time.
He's known as a man that will kiss your wife.
He's put a hit out on his wife 3 times.
No, that's Kurt. AJ's not trying to kill his wife.
Maybe they're all guilty.
Oh,
We're
now
back on
Booker's
Impact.
music is playing.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Joe. You just beat Kaz.
The KAZ. Whoop-de-doo.
Not impressed. These people don't give a damn about you.
He's not wrong. He's right.
Oh, we want to know about you screwing me at Slammiversary. Punk ass paper champion. I had your ass pinned in the middle of the, well, finished in the middle of the ring, really. There's no pins, but. I want you to explain what the hell is going on with that. Oh, he tried to talk and Booker T says, on second thought, shut the hell up. Crowd is chanting, you suck. They are really angry at Booker T. What? Okay, he's saying,
Yeah.
can you say that you beat Booker T straight up at Slammiversary? Well, guess what? He didn't have to because it was the King of the Mountain match.
Right. Know the rules of the match there, Booker. I like how he has that AEW Dynamite ring on him.
Yeah, do you like that giant thing? Well, there is no door in my locker room. He changes naked in the hall? You want to bet that he goes back there to check out his locker room and there is in fact a door he's got to go through?
Maybe there's not a door. Maybe it's like a drape.
That'd be wild. He goes in, Booker T's in a towel. He's on FaceTime with Charmel. She's not allowed here anymore because she got beat up. Lauren is backstage with Kurt Angle now. They're saying that you got exactly what you deserve. This is why I hate women, because of the stupid, idiotic comments that come out of your mouth.
Rude.
That's messed up, dude. How many matches have you had? How many times have you laced up the boots?
Because she's hot, Kurt. That's why she's here.
See? Because Spike TV thinks hot chicks equal ratings. Yeah, that's great. Because if I even breathe on her, then I get fired because there's no tolerance with violence against women. I love his FedEx envelope. He goes, so that's why he put a hit out. And she's like, what? He goes, shut up.
That's funny.
So he's using the knockouts locker room for the hit. You won't know when and you won't know where. I envision you laying on your back. And your stupid boyfriend AJ right next to you. And both of you. What do you say, comatose? You're going to feel the embarrassment that I felt over the last couple months.
Is he gonna beat her up?
Well, no, he got a hit out. He doesn't have to.
Oh, right.
Tonight will be your last night in TNA. Oh, it's real. And we went to commercial, but we're back. Oh, World X Cup. Let's go to JB. Captain of Team International, Davari.
Oh, great.
This is a debut,
Hassan
correct?
will be there too. He had to have been on the. Oh wait, he had to have been on like a 2003 show.
You're looking into the eyes. We have subtitles. Captain of Team International, Davari, and I've come to destroy the following 3 teams: Team Mexico, Team Japan, and then he said Team TNA, but the subtitles are going slower than he's talking. And I've come to my friends, Mr. Doug Williams, Mr. Tyson Ducks, Alex Kozlov, and myself, Davari. And Captain, Team International. Oh, Raisha Saeed. Oh, tell people that Kong is not through punishing the people. She's going to go back to work, take out one American at a time.
So Davari did not, in fact, wrestle for TNA, at least not on the weekly pay-per-views. So we have not seen him technically. He was on Explosion though.
Oh.
The first one being in February of 2003, he teamed with Ken Anderson, losing to Gilberti and Sanders. Wow. And then in August of 2003, he teamed with a guy named Sean Casey, losing to Christopher Daniels and Legend.
We were going to a World X Cup preview match.
Oh.
It looks like Japan, Team Japan, coming out first. Someone used this song. Masato Yoshino and Naruki.
Yoshino is on the right. These guys look shredded.
And then it looks like they're fighting the Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh boy, this could be good.
I have a feeling this is going to be quite good. Now, I do have a note about the World X Cup stuff, but since I have to have it on this other screen, I want to watch this match first. I'm trying to get my shit to work, but
Motor City Guns. You think we'll see Ace Young ever again or no?
No, I don't.
It's a bummer.
Naruki Doi and who is it? Masato Yoshino. They're from Dragon Gate. They just said on commentary, Mike Tenay knows his shit. That's why they call him the Professor.
Yeah, well, I mean, anybody can be the Professor with internet access.
Well, they're from the World 1 group in Dragon Gate. I don't think I've ever seen either of these guys before in my watching time. So Naruki is still active. Let's see if Masato is as well. Masato has not wrestled since 2024. And even before that, he had a couple years off. So he has been not very active at all. Masato is the one in the ring, I believe, right? Yes.
Yeah, that's
And his last match was an exhibition against SEMA in Masato Yoshino Produce Unity the First event in Tokyo. It was a 5-minute time limit draw. So, yeah, he's not really working.
Remember when SEMA was like going to be like a big part of AEW at the start?
Yep. Sure do. Wait, this is kind of a fun fact. So in 2021, it looked like Yoshino and Doi here were still teaming up as Doi Yoshi. So they're still a team, a few years back at least. Coming off the rope with an axe handle.
Oh, double stomp to the arm.
Double team, back elbow, flips Shelley back to his feet. Drop toe hold and drop kick. These guys wrestle very similar to the Machine Guns, so this is a pretty interesting match. They've held every championship in the Dragon Gate promotion. They've held the tag team, and they're even 2 members of the 6-man tag team titles. Look at this wicked crazy stretch she's got Shelley in here. It's like a modified, what's it called?
Abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch, thank you.
And you call yourself the professor.
Think about what the Spectrum would have done if you twisted someone's leg like that in 1984 when you did
They
the
would
show.
go nuts, dude, if it's the right guy.
If it's the right guy.
Dude, it happens it's insane how people react in the early 80s to basic things. Like seeing that swanton right there, they wouldn't even know how to react to that. They'd be like, "Why? What just happened? Why did that guy do a somersault?" They'd also be like, "What is a somersault?"
Well, there you go.
Gorilla Monsoon would have a heart attack on commentary. He freaks out on missile drop kicks. Can you imagine a swanton?
Right. Yeah, no, it's like kind of crazy to think about. Well, Shelley finally gaining control here. He tossed Masato out to the floor. And then here comes Shelley. Or sorry, Sabin. Did I just mix up names before? It was Shelley in the ring. Now it's
You're
Sabin
like
in the
Jim
ring.
Ross, dude.
Well, I didn't catch it, as I'll just mention, because we watched Double or Nothing last night. And apparently Jim Ross didn't know who Kyle O'Reilly was, and I didn't catch that on commentary, but...
That's hilarious. He didn't know who Kyle O'Reilly was. Poor guy.
Oh, they just told us we see the return of Ultimate X for this World X Cup.
We didn't know that already?
I mean, we heard rumors, but now they said it officially.
Oh, this is a good match.
Very good. The crowd is super hot. And to be hot for 2 guys they don't even really know who they are, too, is pretty cool. Oh.
Sabin and Shelley colliding on a clothesline.
A rare miscue by the Machine Guns. That usually does not happen. These guys know what they're doing. Whoa. What a crazy head scissor into almost a like a tarantula move without grabbing the legs.
These guys should be in the X division.
I like these guys. They're really good. Oh, what a cannonball to Sabin. Double team onto Shelley. Missile drop.
Beat the Guns, dude.
Yeah, they are. They're about to.
Two.
See, but you almost need them to so that other teams look good for the World X Cup.
Yeah, I mean, the Guns have been kind of in the doghouse, it feels like.
Oh, a little double team action by the Guns, though. Could this be it? Really nice. Oh, jumping off the back of Shelly. Knocks off Naruki. Double super kicks. Masato, and Sabin gets the pin. Dang, that was wicked good.
That was better than the opening match.
It was, and that was a good match, too. Wow. And that was just a preview match for the World X Cup.
What did I wonder what I rated that match on Wrestling Recaps.
What?
Who?
JB is with Karen Angle, who is officially part of the TNA roster after he was just saying that he has a restraining order. JB, that's all I am, is the mother of his children. I know the real Kurt. I know what's deep down inside of him.
I gave that tag match 4 stars, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, I would say, probably about that.
That was really good. I gave Joe Kaz 3.5, in case anybody's wondering.
Also fair. Uh-oh, here comes the beautiful people. The new TNA star, Karen Angle. Oh, how much are they paying you anyways?
She's making $100.
They said, the word going around is that you're making double.
She's making $100 then. Wow. That's crazy.
Look, bitch. The beautiful people never liked you to begin with. You could walk into our world and make more money than we do, and get more TV time than we do. It doesn't look that way. Yeah. It goes the beautiful people and then everyone else. Yeah. Oh, grabbed her by the hair.
Oh my God, no.
They're gonna paper bag her.
Bound for... Oh, here's AJ. That's my wife.
Oh, look everyone, it's Prince AJ. He's come to save the world.
He's in a Styles Clash, fell this guy.
Karen doesn't want any trouble, neither do I. If anyone wants to get to Karen, they gotta get through me first. Is that clear? Oh,
that must have just came out.
Oh. Because they're above the High School Musical drama, as they said.
Let's see. What was the release date for High School Musical? I like finding out these references.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'm going to let you know that the original plan...
It's been out for over 2 years. January 20, 2006.
The original plan was for all the World X Cup competitors to be on this taping, essentially. Then, due to problems with visas and schedules, the goal was to have at least one member of each team there who would be shown as like the captain. But TNA didn't get the paperwork taken care of for Averno, Rey Bucanero, Ultimo Guerrero, or Volador Jr. So none of Team Mexico made this week's tapings. Doug Williams also wasn't there for the same reason. Tachi Ishikari and Milano Collection AT from Japan weren't there, but I'm not sure there was a schedule issue since they were never scheduled to be at the first taping. It is noted that Alex Kozlov of CMLL made it because he's American, so he was easy to get there. So some of the tournament was likely delayed. The format will be that each team has one tag team match, one singles match on TV. Then on pay-per-view, they will have 2 gimmick matches. Not sure if it's finalized, but both will be multi-person matches and maybe an elimination type match. And the final will, as they told us, be an Ultimate X. Lauren is with Kevin Nash, by the way, now backstage. Oh. She's trying to get an answer out of Nash, and he's not really answering. She says, that's not good enough. I don't want to misquote you. Who's this? Ah, shit. The most opinionated son of a bitch I know doesn't have something to say. So Samoa Joe
Didn't they just shake hands at Slammiversary and they were like, "Hey, we're good"?
I don't know if that means they're good. I don't know if Samoa Joe's been good with him for a while.
Is Nash coming out the heel side or the babyface side? Neither. He's coming out through the crowd. He's a true outsider. They have to do Joe Nash. They have to.
If they don't,
no way
that
you
is so
don't
silly,
do it.
dude.
I wonder if anybody's ever asked Nash, like, "Hey, did you think you were gonna do Nash versus Joe at Bound for Glory, 2008?"
I mean, really though, they have to do it. So whatever you have to say to me, you can say out here in front of all these people and everyone watching around the world. Shake some of that sugar off your lips and say what you got to say.
Yeah, Nash.
Well, maybe you don't want to hear what the hell I got to say.
Ooh.
Oh. You know what? Maybe the only reason that you still got that strap on your shoulder is because the big man here took care of business. So instead of coming out here and running your mouth, a simple thank you might be in order. I hate that Samoa Joe shirt, by the way. It's like tan. It has the bleeding cowboy font. It says submission machine on the back. It says, I forgot what I said. Desperate times, desperate measures, or something like that.
You wouldn't buy that shirt?
No way. That is such a bad shirt. So Samoa Joe just said, "You're right in my coattails." And he says, "I'm Kevin Nash."
I'm Big Daddy Cole.
I didn't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. You can't beat Booker T. It's not physical, it's all mental. He's already in your head. Dang. Kevin, to be quite honest, you can take your opinions, put them together with your predictions, and you can stick them up your ass.
Whoa. Whoa.
And his music hits and he leaves.
Now, do you think that he can beat Booker T or no?
I absolutely think he can beat Booker T.
I agree. I don't know why Kevin Nash would think that.
Because Booker T's in his head, dude.
Yeah. No.
Now, I will say, Samoa Joe is angered so easily. Maybe Nash is onto something in that regard. Like, he gets frustrated over little things. Oh my god, JB's going into a dark room. Kurt, are you in here? He turned on the light. It's Kurt, Rocket Khan, Petey Williams, and Scott Steiner.
Oh, the Rocket
sitting
Khan and Kurt.
He's in a dark room conference.
How was he talking to them in a dark room like that?
I don't know. But next up, we have a tag team title match.
LAX against who?
James Storm?
James Storm. Okay.
Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, right.
If you guys are following along with us, by the way, we were at 35 minutes and 32 seconds.
And
we're cruising.
Ooh.
It's just James Storm and Jackie going for the tag team gold.
Strap them up. Oh.
It's Robert Roode. We got some beer and we got some money in this match.
Beer. Money.
Oh my god, I love that sign in the front that's just Rude. It's like 12 O's.
I love it.
Okay, interesting. It's LAX with just Hector, no Salinas. Well, I don't think that Rude and Storm are going to win this one, but it's a fun match. I'll take it. Yeah, Homicide and Robert Roode starting us off here. Bob, as this match gets going, I'll tell you a random note that has nothing to do with this match.
Oh, there's Shane Sewell, by the way, referee.
Oh, we haven't seen him in a little bit. That's fun. This is actually a note relating to AAA, which is kind of fun. Dorian Ralden announced a working agreement with Ring of Honor. Now, why do we care about this? Well, we don't really.
Who announced this?
Dorian Ralden. I think he's the AAA Booker guy.
Oh, okay.
Now, we don't really care about this, except the interesting part is that this was largely a public countering of the news that TNA is working with CMLL. As last year, TNA worked with AAA, so they kind of switched. Even though TNA has bigger name talent, they're trying to say it's a positive because there's more availability of ROH wrestlers and they cost less money to book. They can also book long-term television programs with them, as they couldn't do that with TNA talent. So it is strictly a political move, and they were trying to be like, ha, look what we're doing, because they didn't want to work with us.
Okay. So people can't really think. I don't think Ring of Honor in 2008 is nearly on the same level as TNA in terms of people even knowing who they are.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Maybe it doesn't matter as much in Mexico. If they're good talent, then they'll get over. But I know, like, I feel like it's very similar in Japan, but Mexico is even worse with wrestling politics.
Well, yeah.
In the feuds and stuff like that. So it's not really a huge surprise that they are doing. Now, I can tell you, just because it's listed here, some of the names they're interested in using from Ring of Honor are like the Briscoes, Austin Aries, Roderick Strong, and Rocky Romero. So those are just a few names that they're interested in using, which, in hindsight, are great talent. But like Bob said, in 2008, are they as popular? Not really.
Well, I'm saying from the perspective of like, oh, hey, TNA and CMML are doing this.
Right.
So then like Ring of Honor and then AAA or whatever are like, hey, we're going to do this. I don't think the audience there would be like, oh, this is a war between. Like, I think a lot of people would be like, what is Ring of Honor?
Yeah, I think
Ring of Honor is stationed in like Philly, New York, New Jersey, Boston, Chicago, and that's
right.
Like it.
Jackie Moore, I just want to call out, is getting involved quite a bit in this match. She has choked Homicide twice with her belt. And now James Storm is gaining control of Homicide. I like James Storm's gear, by the way. It's a nice color blue.
Yeah. I'm noticing Homicide's not wearing one of the armbands.
I don't know if anyone in this match is.
Storm is. Or he
No, he's not.
was.
Oh.
I thought he was. What? Is Roode?
No, Roode's not.
What? What the hell?
To be fair.
Wait a minute. I'm so confused because I could have sworn. Yeah, Shane Sewell is. So I can see like
Okay, Sewell does.
That's so
Hernandez
weird.
isn't here. Also not wearing it. Maybe not everyone got the memo. Back body drop, and now Hernandez taking Storm by the neck with his shirt and tossing him across the ring.
Tilt-a-whirl power slam. 1, 2. What? I thought he already counted 1. That was supposed to be a 4 count, I thought.
Oh, Homicide toss to the apron. Gets hit down. Hernandez going for another trip, countered by Storm, but that looked a little weird. A little miscue maybe. Up and over, Storm falls onto the steel steps kinda, but he's down on the ground now. Oh. Hernandez gets hit in the back with an enziguri. Don't worry, Homicide's gonna go take care of him. Cutter by Homicide. Roode looks to have control of Hernandez. The payoff? Nope, is countered. Hernandez slams him. Front suplex right down on the mat. We're going to see that double team. Hernandez putting Roode up in an electric chair position. Up on his shoulders. Roode's trying to break out.
Cutter? Oh, no. No. This is for the titles. We could get a title change.
I'm sort of starting to wonder because, I mean, they got quite the upper hand, and Jacqueline is really helping even the odds here, which is making me wonder.
I see what's going on here. James Storm is putting the armband on his foot.
It's Jacqueline's belt.
Yeah, that was me being a heel commentator.
Oh.
Really
what is that going to...
It's a loaded super kick, dude.
Oh, because it has the belt buckle?
Yeah, the buckle.
Okay. Border toss to Robert Roode. Turns around.
I mean, if I were to wrap a belt around my fist and punch you, that's going to hurt.
Holy shit. We just crowned new tag team champions.
I would have lost $20 on that because I wasn't thinking they were actually going to win. They just won the titles. Hector, don't even start, dude.
Let's the finish.
He has an armband on. That's his arm. That's an armband.
He's being like, yeah, he wrapped the belt around his foot. But here's the thing. They're talking about they were distracted, this and that, but Hector also distracted the ref at one point. I'm just saying.
Also,
he did not help this situation.
Hector has always preached lie, cheat, and steal.
I mean, fair.
So just because it gets done to you doesn't mean that it's illegal. Dude, I think
okay, so we got to go to commercial. We'll figure it out when we're back. They always say to cross the line. But they didn't say how far to go. I can never think you can go too far.
That's right.
I'm waiting for the theme song to start. We haven't got to that point yet. But I'm gonna have to edit all of our intros. So let's go, guys.
Cross the line.
Okay, we're back. Oh, it's a dusty finish.
They're gonna switch.
He just took him. He just took him out of their hand. The match is continuing. They've restarted the match. Oh my god. Well, I think I just figured out a match for Victory Road, Bob.
No kidding. I think that's crap. I think that if it's referee's decision stands.
Yeah. I also think if this was me doing this, I feel like I wouldn't restart the match. I would just call it off and be like, okay, we'll do a rematch. And then
Well, so here's the thing. Either if you want LAX to keep the belts, you do that, or if you want to switch it, I would have Beer Money then win, or Storm and Roode win straight up anyway.
And they could. We don't know.
Right. Or I'd have Hector get knocked down. That way he can't snitch.
Yes.
And then like do something cheating again. And
well, this is making sense why Salinas isn't out here, because that unevens the odds on LAX's side.
Right.
Well, we're trying to do a little double team action here. Hernandez back suplex on Robert Roode, and here comes Homicide with a senton. Well, here you go, though. They're getting the upper hand. James Storm knocks down Homicide. A little backup on Hernandez. Jumps to him, but gets caught midair. Nice powerbomb by Hernandez. Well, he beat him with a powerbomb, which is not his finishing move.
Well, it's a sit-down powerbomb.
I know, it was nice. That's not his finisher, so it kind of threw me off. Justice is served. Thank God they have Hector Guerrero here.
See, I don't know, man.
The shock of them just winning was so good, though.
It was.
Oh shit! Check this out.
Rude. Oh my God! He just
wailed
from over that.
Does it on the side as well?
We're not doing. We're still doing unprotected chair shots here in TNA. Hector deserves that.
Hector deserves it for what he did.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, I know we're knocking the head chair shots. I think Roode actually did those quite well, where he probably didn't just murder them.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, they're unprotected, but they're not like Balls Mahoney unprotected.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed it. I caught that Homicide. He kind of did put his head forward to be like, get it good.
Yeah.
We are now handcuffing LAX around the turnbuckles. One of the fans. Oh, he just took a belt from a fan.
A fan's belt. I'm sorry, dude. If I'm in the crowd, I don't think I'm just getting overwhelmed to get my belt removed.
Well, we've also taken the belt off of the referee, and we are now whipping LAX and Hector.
Okay. So we're gonna get a strap match.
We're definitely getting a strap match, which we didn't have one that long ago. So that
we did have one recently, didn't we?
Yeah. So it's kind of weird. I feel like we really like strap matches. Well, they're beating the shit out of LAX and Hector with these straps. Jackie's doing Hector, by the way. And now Storm is even hitting the referee. That's a $10,000 fine. Can't do that.
Hector deserves all this.
He does.
I don't feel bad for Hector at all.
No, I don't really either. I mean, he just screwed him. Well, they've even taken the shirt off of Homicide to whip him a little extra.
Hector is making pretty good faces. I will give him that.
Jackie's doing Hernandez now. Now, what I will say about this is it keeps going here, is I feel like this has really made Roode and Storm a viable challenger.
Well, judging by their posing here, it looks like they're going to continue.
Yes. I'm here for this, and they've paired them up for a while now, here and there, and they always lose, and they're just kind of exist. This made it feel like, oh shit, this is like a team, and they can win these belts.
Is that Terry Taylor? It is Terry.
Yeah, it is Terry Taylor
and Simon Diamond.
Whoa, we haven't seen him. I did not even recognize him. It was a bunch of knockouts fighting in the locker room, by the way. Is this our first Victory Road video package? No, it's Bound for Glory.
We don't care about July, August, and September.
Chicago.
Speaking of Chicago, we're going to Chicago.
We will be at Lockdown. So if you guys are at Lockdown, hit us up.
And the only reason we're going is because all the matches are inside of a steel cage.
That's right.
As soon as that was promoted, I was like, brother, you want to
go? Yeah. You want to go Lockdown? Yes, I do. Just think, the most cage matches we've seen in one night was 3, and now we'll probably see 8.
We saw 3?
Well, at the CIW show.
Oh shit! Yeah, we did.
So we're up in our cage
yeah.
matches and one show.
I forgot about that. There was 3.
We have a Velvet Sky versus Gail Kim match potentially starting. We are brawling ringside. I think this is a spillover from that brawl before the commercial. We are pretty we're pretty loaded on matches on this Impact, Bob. We have not had tons and tons of segments in between stuff.
Which I'm fine with.
I love this. We're here for a wrestling show, and we are getting one tonight. Gail climbing up, little lucha action, little arm drag. Gail does have her knee wrapped still, by the way. That was injured because of Awesome Kong a few weeks back. Velvet with the Irish whip to Gail. Slips out of the side, so Gail just hits the turnbuckle instead. Comes back to a right hand, but counters that. Rakes the eyes of Gail. Kicks the knee, drops her down to the floor. And then, boom, slams the leg of Gail Kim around the ring post.
Go get her, Gail. You're my favorite.
Gail really just keeps kicking the shit out of that knee.
Velvet's doing the kicking. Not Gail.
Right.
You said Gail.
Well, I said... okay. I misspeak too much. Okay, so I'm just going to take your word for it. She's kicking the leg of Gail.
Kicking the leg out of her leg.
She's kicking her leg out of her leg. She's beating the crap out of her. But now we have a figure 4 locked in, but Gail able to counter it. And I don't know if that's doing a whole lot to Velvet, but that's okay.
It should. It's wrestling, dude. The pressure changes.
Oh, I see. Okay, she does have one. The other leg was just kind of there, and it didn't look that great at first, but...
Clothesline. Another clothesline. And that was like a face buster.
Just grabs her on the throat. Irish whip countered by Gail. Countered by Velvet. See, that time I did mess up.
Hey, Jim Ross.
I don't know who is who. What can I say?
Blockbuster. No. Buff Bagwell would be pissed if somebody kicked out of his finish.
Goes right back up. Gail coming off the top. And missile dropkick. Velvet steps out of the way.
1, 2, no. 2 count. Pummeling her with forearm. Now choking Gail.
Oh, she got the paper bag. She's about to bag the face of Gail. How dare you?
The disrespect. Gail's too beautiful for that.
And Oh, she kicked the leg again. I didn't. That was kind of weird camera angle. I think Gail was kind of going for a spear, but
Yeah.
And well, a straight jacket neck breaker. Going for the cover. Gail gets the pin. Knockouts going at it after brawling through the back, but Gail able to get the win. Is she gonna bag Velvet Sky of the Beautiful People? You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No way. That's illegal. No.
This is a reverse decision disqualification. Excessive violence.
She did it.
Oh my.
The funny thing is the drawing on it is Velvet.
Right.
That's pretty good. That was a fun, fast-paced match. Okay, we're with Don West and Mike Tenay. We're going to revisit what happened with LAX and Robert Roode and James Storm moments ago. So we're just getting a review of the beatdown there. So while we're getting that, Bob, I'll tell you another note here. TNA has signed a TV deal with Antenna 3 in Spain and Sport TV in Portugal. Spain is currently a pro wrestling hotbed with New Wrestling Evolution and WWE doing sellouts. TNA ran successful events in both Spain and Portugal in recent months. And I'm going to pause quick because Robert Roode is yelling backstage, so I'm going to hear what he's got to say.
Roode just said that he's begging for retaliation.
Mexicans.
Jesus Christ.
We got the two things that make this world go round. Money and the beer. Hell yeah. That's why they can't beat him.
That's right.
You want to walk around because say that you're bad from the streets because you got little pea shooters. I'm from the hills of Tennessee. Jackie, hell yeah. Sorry about your damn luck. Well, okay, just to finish this note before this next World X Cup preview match, Impact will air on Saturdays and Sundays starting on June 21st on the second highest rated station in the country. Impact will air at 10 p.m. on Friday nights in Portugal, and the deal started this past weekend. Both stations will also air the pay-per-view shows on regular TV on tape delay, although in Portugal, the pay-per-view shows will air on Wednesday night after they happen. So this is a pretty big TV deal for them.
Yeah. Here comes Alex Kozlov.
Making his TNA wrestling debut.
Telling us that he's Russian, but he's not Russian.
Oh. He moved with his family to Los Angeles and went to the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo.
He's hot. He's spicy.
Hell yeah.
He's great. Curry man. Konnichiwa.
So Bob, I'm just gonna say, because I am wrong here. I thought Alex Kozlov was the Kozlov in WWE.
Oh my god, Vladimir!
I did. Yeah, I thought this whole time that's who it was going to be.
God.
I never looked it up. I just assumed because they were both Kozlov.
That's funny.
I just had to look. I was like, that doesn't look like him.
That's pretty fucking funny.
So Alex Kozlov here that we're seeing does not appear to be currently active anymore. His last match was in 2022 in New Japan. He was with the Forever Hooligans, teaming with Rocky Romero.
I can't believe you thought
I did,
it was Vladimir.
and I wasn't excited about it because I was like, "Dude, like really?"
How would Vladimir Kozlov be in the World X Cup?
I mean, right? It doesn't make sense.
I want to understand your mindset of that enormous man being in the X.
I forgot how big he was. Maybe when he was younger, he was leaner. And technically, the X Division is about no limits. So
Oh my god.
I literally this whole time thought that's who it was,
That's hilarious.
but it's not, and that's okay.
That's an all-time moment here on the podcast.
I mean, they got the same name.
Alex and Vladimir?
Well, he could have been known as Alex before Vladimir.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Was Vladimir Kozlov on WWE television yet?
So that's what I was about to do. So yes. It looks like he was. So it makes even less sense.
He's actively like wrestling Triple H on Monday Night Raw.
Let's see. Okay, so this is June 12th. He just defeated Shannon Moore at a house show. or Jamie Noble the same day as the show airs.
Wow.
So it looks like he's fighting Jimmy Wang Yang, Jamie Noble, and Shannon Moore a lot at this point. So it's early in his run.
So that sounds like he's just doing house shows?
Well, no, they're SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's fighting the same people on the house and SmackDown, it looks like.
So he must have just been introduced then. That sounds like they're building him up.
Yeah, so his first SmackDown match, listen to this, on TV. April 1st, 2008, he defeated Matt Bentley.
Wow. Matt Bentley on SmackDown 2008. Shawn Michaels' cousin.
That's right. Yeah, so anyways, I got the wrong guy, and that's okay. I didn't think about the timeline.
For me, it's not even that. It's the fact that you literally are thinking that this enormous man would be in the World X Cup.
He could have been leaner and smaller. I don't know.
I don't think that's
I don't know.
way.
I don't know. It didn't cross I didn't think about any of that. I was like, oh, Kozlov, I know that name. That's literally all it was.
That's all. There was no more depth.
No, and I didn't look it up.
I know the name.
I didn't even look. It's on me. It's on me. By the way, Curryman has had a lot of control in this match. Little jawbreaker, dropkick action, putting Kozlov into the middle rope, front facing here. He's marching out of the corner, runs back, little backsplash. Oh, flying hip attack. Okay.
And you know what? If it makes you feel any better, Vladimir Kozlov was in TNA as recently as 2024.
2020. Oh, wait. Oh my God. How did I forget?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, that happened.
Well, can't be right about everything. Springboard. Oh, Curryman moved out of the way. Kozlov comes into a boot. Uh-oh. Spice Rack. Rakes the eye of Curryman. Russian leg sweep. Of course, it makes sense. Springboard splash.
Because of the Russian. That's nice.
Yeah. He gets the pin.
Wow.
I told you, some of these guys have to win their initial previews
They
here.
absolutely do, yeah.
I think the Machine Gun should have lost earlier because those guys were so good, but I understand. He's wearing a Breathe Right strip, but we're backstage with the Guru, Sonjay Dutt. He goes, what's your comment about what happened? He goes, JB, no comment. And if you look in the background...
Yeah, go ahead.
Booker T was sitting there, and Samoa Joe has just walked in.
He, in fact, didn't have a door.
I was wrong for that, too. Look at that. He's going to shake Booker T's hand. I didn't think you had it in you, Joe.
He didn't think that Joe could shake his hand?
Yeah. I can honestly say I don't like you, man. But what you just did, I do respect you. You know, the road to victory in Houston, Texas. The home of Booker. I got a lot of homies there, a lot of friends. I don't want to be letting none of them down. When it's all over with, there won't be any hard feelings. Right, there won't be. Hey, Book. You're right. It does smell like piss in here. Wow.
The TNA locker room smells like piss.
It's good to know. We're in there quite often, so now we just know everyone's pissing on the floor.
Now I'm looking into Vladimir Kozlov's career because you've made me do this, and he actually beats the Undertaker on SmackDown in 2009.
Oh,
in February, just a few days after No Way Out 2009. Now, what makes that interesting is that the next month he then loses to Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker. I'm assuming that they're both beating him for the WrestleMania match.
That's pretty funny.
So with less than a month later, he's sent to fucking ECW. It looks like, or just about 2 months later.
Sonjay Dutt has just come out here and he grabbed a microphone. He said, "Val, this match is dedicated to you, my love." He wants her to come down here and seal the deal with a big kiss.
What a stupid way of saying it.
I love how just obnoxious he just was.
I'm gonna kiss a girl.
His opponent here, he's wrestling. He's not just talking shit. It's Consequences Creed. Hey, we might see the return of Consequences Creed at Lockdown, Bob, in August. You never know.
Yeah, you're right. When Creed returned at what? Lockdown in 2008, right?
Yeah, he was there. We haven't really seen him since, though, have we?
That's what I was just saying. I was just thinking. I was like, I don't know.
It's the only way there's a way to find out. Let's see.
Yeah, there is a way.
I'm gonna check it out. I don't even know what the date is. June something. Okay, so we have not seen Creed since Sacrifice in the Terradome match. May 11th. So this is his first on-air appearance. Now, he's been wrestling on some other house shows, but this is his return match. Well, and Creed has got the upper hand so far on Sonjay Dutt, who, by the way, both of these guys have the black armbands on.
Right. Does Slick Johnson have it on?
I can't tell. Oh, yeah, he looks like he does. Yep.
Two left the crossbody. We have not had a lengthy, as you said, in-ring segment at all.
It was the very brief Joe Nash one. That was it.
That wasn't like long-winded.
We had the opening one after the match with Booker. That was short too, though.
Yeah.
You don't need them to be 20 minutes long.
No.
Which, speaking of, we're at 1 hour, 10 minutes, 15 seconds. So we really have what? We probably have about 20 minutes left.
19 minutes and 27 seconds now.
And there you go.
Because I count the opposite way. I have a count.
The show's kind of flying. This has been a solid show. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you have primarily wrestling on a wrestling show, it usually does the trick.
Yeah, it helps. I only have one more note remaining for the show, and I'm saving it for the final match. So I'll be hanging on to that one. But like I said, very light notes week, which is fine coming off a pay-per-view. I don't mind that at all.
Creed with a nice clothesline in the corner. This crowd was going nuts.
Oh, nice high knee. Irish whip Sonjay to the other side. Comes back with a jumping clothesline.
What are they giving the crowd today?
Dude, this crowd is into it. They said, how many backstage passes do you guys want?
Shit, dude. Borat is probably like, the loudest fans get to meet Kurt Angle. You suck. You suck. You suck.
You suck. Sonjay to the top.
He wants to kiss a girl.
450.
450. That should be it.
That was it. That was nice.
I'm gonna go kiss a girl now.
Yeah, come and give me a kiss, Val. I like Sonjay's gear, by the way. It's a little slightly different. And here comes Jay Lethal.
Now, here's the thing. I mean, I understand he broke up the wedding, but technically Lethal is still with Val. She didn't leave him.
Right. Well, and that's why his former best friend here, Lethal, had to come out and beat his ass because... Oh, and there's Val. She also has an armband on.
Yep. And she's rooting on Lethal for beating up Dutt.
Wait. Next week, at the Pink Taco. They're going to fight at the Pink Taco next week. That's where they had the bachelor party. Do you like the name of the place they had the bachelor party?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Why would they need to fight at the Pink Taco?
Well, that's just where he wants to beat him up.
He should just focus on Val's Pink Taco.
He will after the match. Look at this. Tomko and Team 3D.
Lumberjack.
We have a Lumberjack match for the main event.
Since when?
Christian Cage, Matt Morgan, Rhino.
Kurt Angle and AJ Styles in a Lumberjack match? When was this announced?
I did not hear it until right now. Unless we missed it.
Which is possible, because I do miss a lot of things. Oh, Frank Trey,
Jesus
great.
Christ. Okay, Bob, before this match gets going, let me give you the final note, because it's about Matt Morgan's debut as the Beast.
I wonder how that went.
Yeah, the biggest push star on the season, on this season's America Gladiators. It was scheduled for June 16th. Now, with the show being cut back from 90 minutes to 60 due to declining ratings, that could change.
God.
Now, if Morgan doesn't help turn things around, there may not be another season of American Gladiators.
Oh, yeah.
And that is my final note for today's show.
Oh, so there was no update on this thing. It hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. No, it hasn't. And I don't even know if... I can't remember if I have an update next week for you or not, I'm going to be honest. I'm looking ahead here. No, I don't even think we have an update next week, so we'll hear back eventually about it. Next week, our big note, Bob, is really, we're going to be talking about that UK tour, so stay tuned for that. We have some cool reports about that I'm looking forward to talking about. Here comes AJ. He's ready to beat Kurt Angle's ass.
Do it. Kick his butt.
He's also got an armband on. His is red. Tomko's is red.
You are, I am.
I don't know if I really like Lumberjack matches.
I don't like Lumberjack matches.
I just feel like...
I couldn't even tell you my favorite Lumberjack match because I don't care.
I mean, they're just kind of like nothings. You just throw them out. I like them when the Lumberjacks have like belts. And they just whip the shit out of them.
You know what I would do? This is actually a genius idea.
Okay.
I just thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised maybe it has happened. I don't know about it. But what if you did a Lumberjack steel cage match?
Oh, so when you try to get out of it, well, I mean, I guess it kind of stops you from trying to get out of it. I guess that's the point, maybe. Even though the whole point of a cage is to keep you inside, but...
Right. But then you have a human cage on the floor as well.
Why not?
Okay.
TNA officials, if you guys are listening to this episode on June 12th, lockdown is coming in August. Feel free to take our new idea of a lumberjack steel cage match.
Delirious, you're full of taking just bad ideas. Feel free to take mine.
Yeah. You like booking really bad stuff on a show that has a lot of good talent. Feel free to take this bad idea.
I mean, they're gonna have like 8 cage matches. I feel like you should just do it.
I'm kind of starting to.
TNA has done steel cage street fights.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
Blindfold in the side of a steel cage.
Right.
Dude, if they bring that back, I will poop my pants.
If they do a blindfold match?
I'm ready for it. Bring it back. Run that shit back.
That's funny. Well, if they do lethal lockdown, they have to have the roof.
I don't know if they'll have a roof.
They probably haven't had the roof since, who knows? Oh my god, Flying Foreign by.
Nice. Crowd is still hot, dude.
I don't understand what was going on. I think they were spiking the water there or something.
I kind of really didn't put one and one together here, but we are seeing a Slammiversary rematch.
Yes, we are.
So we've seen 2 title matches on today's show, a Slammiversary rematch.
Correct.
We've seen a bunch of these World X Cup previews.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is this one of the best top to bottom impacts we've seen? I mean, certainly in a while.
I would say, yeah, probably.
Certainly in 2008, I'd say. AJ is fighting back, ducking these attacks from Team 3D, able to get into the ring without being beat down by them. Kurt runs right after him, comes back to it, gets into a headlock. Oh, Kurt going for the dropkick, but Styles able to hold on the rope, but he rolls through with a little cover, and Kurt kicks out of that. I can't believe Frank Trigg is still making appearances on commentary, too.
He is an expert.
Okay.
He's a fighter, dude.
Brother Ray pulled the leg of Rudy when Styles had the cover there.
Ooh.
Bunch of bullshit.
Ooh, that man. Trigg being a heel. I didn't see that. My monitor was blocked when Brother Ray there pulled the ref out. So Trigg is a jerk. That's what I'm learning.
Styles laying in forearms, tripped up, slammed onto the middle rope, and falls out. And Tomko, Brother Devon, laying in the punches. Brother Ray's trying to get over there, but since he weighs more than 275, he's not able to get there. Rhino, Christian Cage, Matt Morgan looking to stop the attack, even the odds.
The Lumberjacks beating each other up, defeating the purpose of the Lumberjack match. Oh no. Back suplex neckbreaker combo on Rhino by Team 3D. We gotta go to commercial. Guys in the truck, keep it rolling. We're back.
During the break, they hit the 3D on... Wait, that's not the 3D.
That's not the 3D.
Even TNA just said it was. What the heck?
These guys don't know what the 3D is.
Well, the Rhino is gone, so now the odds are slightly...
I love how Team 3D has been doing the 3D at this point for over 10 years, and people still don't know the finishing move.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, a gutbuster as AJ tried for a springboard crossbody, but Kurt was able to block that. Counter it.
Kurt's got the upper hand now. As he slams AJ on his knee with a little gutbuster. It wasn't really a gutbuster. It was kind of like a
backbreaker.
Well, was that a side, though?
Okay, well then a rib breaker. You might be all
but
semantics about it.
Whatever, that's fine.
Listen, for a guy that doesn't know a lot of moves, maybe you shouldn't argue with me.
What the fuck? This fucking dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Knock it off.
Rudy Charles is trying to maintain order ringside, but the whole point is that the Lumberjacks just do their thing out there. So I think they're fine. Just leave them alone. He's trying to choke out AJ here. He's sleeping with his wife, so you really gotta.
You're gonna have problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems. Why is he sleeping with his wife? Styles fighting off Kurt here. Nice discus clothesline. And I don't even know what to call that move. Go ahead, Bob.
A hammerlock back suplex.
Well, it looked really good because he kind of like spun him around when he did it. Oh, Olympic Slam. Whoa, what a counter into an arm drag. That was kind of cool.
Frankensteiner.
Going for the cover, but some reason why is Rudy paying attention to the fucking Lumberjacks, dude?
These referees are morons. What is it? He's got a torture rack. And he spun around and slammed him. 1, 2, no.
Oh my god.
That was really close.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, Tanae's right. You can't get much closer than that without counting 3.
That was ridiculous. Tom goes up on the apron. Roll up attempt with AJ. Brother Ray is like attempting to get up. Oh, well, that's because he wanted to hit Styles there. Hung him up over the top rope. Goes back. Olympic Slam.
It's Rudy Charles, fucking idiot. 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
Okay. So this makes a ton of sense, I guess, because now you're 1-1. Okay, now we're all fighting. I'm not surprised with it. I mean, Kurt getting the win on TV, and more people are going to see that than him losing.
Yeah. Well, it continues the story too, so
Yeah,
this is not bad. I'm just sad for AJ.
Well, don't worry about it because he's probably going to be banging Karen later.
That's what they say. Well, a brawl is breaking out here. Kurt is beating up Christian Cage. Brother Ray is going after AJ. Tomko with Matt Morgan. Can't wait to see that singles match. And Brother Devon.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, no. We got Brother Devon and Tomko grabbing a table. 2 tables, it looks like. Remember, Rhino was taken out after the, quote, 3D, which was just a back suplex, double team back suplex, kind of.
Right. Neckbreaker. We want tables. Well, if you want the tables, they're right there.
Yeah, they already got tables.
Right
you
there.
Chant that when there is no tables.
Right.
Okay, so we got 1 table in the corner, 1 table just near the corner. It looks like that one's probably for a power bomb.
No. What is that? What's going to happen to Christian? Oh, wait.
What's that?
That's Abyss music.
Oh, because he's got that new intro. I didn't recognize it.
I like violence.
I'm addicted to pain.
I need pain in my life.
Even he's got the armband on. What happened in that tag team match?
I know.
I didn't even think twice that Abyss was about to come out here. That did not even cross my mind.
I kind of forgot.
Well, because he came out for Steiner before, so this just feels like kind of a more random return or appearance. But I guess it makes sense that he'd come back out here on Impact. But
Oh my God, is he gonna choke bomb him through the table?
oh yeah, here we go.
Probably not. Yeah.
Nope.
I think so.
Abyss is gonna do it. Choke slam. Nice.
Because he needs the violence. I'm crazy. Therapy didn't work for me.
No, they said he was healed or something, didn't they?
I don't think he's healed. He's keeps doing it.
No, that's true. Pele kicked Kurt in the ring. Abyss is now fighting everyone out. Styles just slammed Kurt up against one of those tables. What is this? Oh, AJ's trying to set the table up. I thought he was going to like slam it on him or something. Come on, fix the leg, AJ. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, Angle being set up on top of the table. Spinal tap.
He's not. No way. Frog's
Do it.
Probably. Right?
Do it. Now, splash, and Kurt moves.
He missed it. Kurt Angle acting like he just did a sick burn. Ooh, he just crashed that table.
Putting down the straps, dude. Rubs his hands together.
Yeah, dude, his arms are so much smaller. It's crazy.
AJ gets locked into the ankle lock. Here comes Karen.
Kurt, stop it. I'm pregnant.
Oh,
I'm
God.
pregnant. Stop, I'm pregnant. What the fuck is going on? She was just screaming, stop, and then she's like, hit me. That is toxic. Yeah. She's probably crazy, and that's why people love her.
I think so. Oh, wait. That's Awesome Kong's music. Awesome. Remember, he put a hit out.
Yeah.
And she is not wasting any time. And remember,
Karen run.
Raisha Saeed says she wants to beat down on all of Americans still. Right, he wants to beat down on these fans, and Karen counts. And now that she's part of the roster, she doesn't have to sign a form.
Right, Karen, run. Karen?
Kurt's like, yeah, go get her.
Oh. No. Oh, no.
Well, no, there's no one to stop her. She's dragging her around by the hair.
Where's ODB? Where's fucking anybody? Gail.
Where is ODB? Kurt Angle, thumb up.
I love you. And no, I don't.
Thumbs down.
No, please. Oh, she's punched her. Oh, she's unconscious.
Give her the power bomb. I mean, she's not a wrestler,
she
but
ain't
I don't
gonna do no power bomb.
You don't think?
No, that's too violent. Although it is so that she just punched her one time.
I think she should have at least done the spinning back fist.
I would rather take the power bomb than the spinning back fist.
Well, Kurt is beating up on AJ Moore and then lays them together.
Doing? They're cuddling.
Puts their arms on each other.
They're cuddling. That's really sweet.
Wow.
That's really nice.
We go off the air.
Dallas, that was a great episode of it.
That was like really good. Like not even kidding. One of the best episodes of Impact we have maybe ever watched.
That was really good. Like that was, yeah.
Oh, I don't need to ask you what you thought about it. I think it was pretty clear.
Even,
this has now made me just very, very excited about this build, as we are going to continue to march toward Victory Road. Can we keep up this momentum for five episodes? Knowing them, no, but I like the idea that there's a chance, and I'm going to live on that chance right now, and I'm going to be excited for the next episodes because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was great. Even in my review, I've said it was a great episode. It may be the best Impact thus far in 2008. That's what I wrote. So that
easy,
yeah, for sure. So, Yeah, that was great. All right. Well, there's no reason to really talk ourselves out of it. That was a great episode of Impact. Our next episode, as I have to click away from Vladimir Kozlov nonsense, is on obviously June 19th. I don't think they haven't announced anything, obviously, but I'm sure the X Cup stuff will continue.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. There is no competition with the NBA Finals, so we will see what kind of ratings this episode gets, because maybe they went heavy because of the NBA Finals. That could have happened. I didn't think about that, especially with it being Game 4 of the Lakers and Celtics. But there's enough of that. Let's focus for next week as we continue towards Victory Road. So for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Across the Line podcast.